everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my 4 foster puppies 5-week update. We just got back from the vet, and before I get into like their individual updates and stuff, because I do have a lot to like update everybody on, I did get a little bit of their backstory, and it turns out that their mom was surrendered to the shelter with her 6 babies. Obviously, I don't have all 6. I have 4. The 2 other ones that, the 2 other ones that are brown and look like Gemma, they're with a different foster. Their mom actually looks exactly like Rocco and Lexie. So that's what their mom looks like. I'm going to try and find a photo, and I will post it later if I could find a photo. So along with their mom, they were surrendered to the shelter or brought into the shelter on April 16th, 2025. And they were kept in the same area as their mom, obviously, because they were like 1 to 2 weeks old. So they like these little babies were really premature. However, the mom was, there's something wrong with her. She also wasn't able to produce any milk, and also she was attacking her puppies, which is how Rocco and Lexie got their little scar on the back. So as you can see here, here's Rocco's behind his ear. His mom attacked him. Here's Lexie behind her ear. Yeah, so the mom basically attacked Rocco and Lexie, and all 6 of the puppies were kind of pulled out of her kennel for their safety. And the only nursery that was available at the time was a kitten nursery. So all 6 puppies went into the kitten nursery, and that's where I actually pulled them from. Or that's where last Thursday I went to go see them. Rocco and Lexie are going to be fine. Their wound, the bite wound on the back of their neck, is healing okay. We don't know if hair is going to grow back or not, but we're hoping that it is. As of right now, no hair growth at all. And if you've been following me for a while, you remember that I've had Milo, who had so much hair loss. However, I always knew that the hair was going to grow back on him because there was always presence of like peach fuzz. On Lexie and Rocco, there's no presence of anything. It looks like a scar. And yeah, so I'm really hoping the hair grows back, but it'll be fine because they're cute with those scars. I don't know. Right now, she is still in the medical wing. I honestly have no idea what type of medical condition she has, but I do know that she does have one. It's not life-threatening, but they're working on making her better and working on making her adoptable. Okay, so now we're going to go into the individual puppies and how much they've grown, because they've actually doubled in size. So let's start with Rocco. Rocco. Okay, Rocco's sleeping. I'm not going to bother him. Okay, we'll start with Cleo. Cleo, last week she was 1.5 pounds. She is now 2.1 pounds. 5 weeks old. I learned this today, but she actually has an umbilical hernia, which is, I'll show you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Show them like, if you guys can see that like dot right there, that is her umbilical hernia. They're going to remove that when she gets spayed. So that's eventually going to go away right there. But I did not know that about her. They told me that at the vet today. Yes, baby. I know. Other than that, she's eating well, she's drinking well, poop is great, everything's great, no worms, no anything. She is perfectly healthy. So next we are going to do an update on Gemma. Gemma's the only brown one, obviously. So Gemma last week, she weighed 1.35 pounds. Today she weighs 2.28 pounds. She gained almost 1 pound in 1 week, which is like really, really crazy. There's nothing wrong with her. negative for any type of worms, negative for any type of parasite. She's doing well, eating well, pooping well. Everything's good with her as well. She's really sleepy right now, so I'm going to put you down. Rocco? Okay. Okay, let's do Rocco now. Oh, Lord. Find your paper, Rocco. Okay. Rocco is the only boy in my foster bunch. He, last week at 4 weeks old, he weighed 1.5 pounds as well. Today, he is 2.24 pounds. So he gained almost 1 pound, which is also really amazing. Negative for parasites, negative for worms, negative for everything. Poop is amazing. Obviously, body shape is amazing, except for his like little scar back here, which we hope hair will grow, but we'll be fine if hair does not grow. So last but definitely not least is Lexie. So last week, Lexie weighed 1.5 pounds, the same as Rocco, and she has gained exactly 1 pound. Today, she is 2.54 pounds. She is negative for worms, negative for everything. Her poop is normal. Everything is normal. She does have a bite wound at the back of her ear, which I showed you guys like earlier. Again, we don't know if hair is going to grow, but we want hair to grow. There is something wrong with her eye. So with Lexie, there is a slight concern with her eye. I don't know the legit medical terms for it, but if you look at both her eyes, the one on this side is slightly droopy. Let me see. Show them. Slightly droopy than the other one. It's the way that her upper eyelid is growing, and I have to keep an eye on it. I'm just gonna watch how it grows, and if she does end up having surgery, then we're gonna have to wait until like she obviously gets like older and bigger. But if she does end up having surgery, then she's gonna stay with me definitely a lot longer than the others, because she's gonna have to heal from her eyelid surgery. But that's about it. I'm really hoping she doesn't need surgery, because I just don't even know what eye surgery for a puppy entails. So like it really does give me anxiety. They're obviously eating so well. I was telling the shelter staff that they're just eating dry food now, and their poop is great, and like they have a great appetite. And the shelter staff was so surprised that at 5 weeks old, they're already like so excited and into eating like dry food. They pee amazing on the pee pads that I have. They obviously have accidents here and there, but honestly, like I don't care about that. I just like am so glad that they're healthy, they're hydrated, they're pretty independent, because they have like 75% of their litter here, so they just play with each other. Obviously, Rocco does like he gets a lot feisty when he plays, but whenever I hear like really bad squealing from one of them, I'll just pick Rocco up. That pretty much concludes their 5-week update. We'll do another update next week for their 6 weeks. They're actually not due back for another 2 weeks. Again, I'm going to keep a really close eye on Lexie's eye. But that's about it. Thank you for watching. They're sleeping right now, thank God. But yeah, hi Monkey. What?